Hey everyone, today I'll be taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series Deluxe Ig12. I'm probably going to end up ranting about how I feel this is not worth the deluxe price. You look at the packaging, as you can see, comes with a figure, all of his accessories. They count Grogu as a figure because on the back it says it includes 2 figures and 2 accessories. That's definitely not its own figure, but it has the open window displays the figure, his 3 accessories. You have Star Wars The Mandalorian right there. It says IG-12 and Grogu. Okay. On the side, you got an image of IG-12. On the side right here, you got a window right there, orange stripe. On the back, another image, has a bio right here. It's number 41 in the Mandalorian line. You got Star Wars Black Series on the top. On the top of the box, it's just blank black. On the bottom, you got barcode, words, and things. But anyway, let's get this guy open. It's very empty, not a lot going on in this package. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't hate this figure. This is a really nice figure, I really enjoy it. I just don't like what Star Wars Black Series considers as a deluxe. But we'll get into all that later during comparisons. But taking a look at this figure, I think the head sculpt looks great. The white paint on the eyes is pretty clean, except for this right here is a bit off, but it looks really good. You got this little open compartment here for Grogu to sit inside with some nice mechanical details and stuff. The arm on mine is a little bit bent, but I don't want to worry about it. Got some nice bronze paint right there on the shoulder. And this tan paint right here is pretty clean. The legs look really good. Really nice clean paint apps. I really want a IG88 now. I was hoping they revealed that at Hasbro PulseCon, but they didn't. And also an IG11 as well. I would like that. Opening this up, you have some black paint right there for a little cushioning for Grogu to sit in. Looks really, really nice. Even the back also looks nice. So props to Hasbro. They did paint the back of the figure. Forgot to mention the little tubing that goes around his legs and on his back. Right here look nice as well. But for his accessories, he comes with these 2 little guys. I don't know what their names are or what alien race they're a part of, but they're painted nicely. Why they come with them, why he comes with them, I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen this episode. It may have some relevance to it, but I am not sure. But he also comes with this Grogu. Comparing it to the first Star Wars Black Series Grogu that we got, there is differences. The little robe things aren't as like flared out as it is on this one, but everything is new. The head is bigger on this one compared to this one. I think I'm leaning more towards this one at least, but this one will be sitting in IG-12 for the rest of its plastic life. Gotta try to fit him in here. I like to go sideways. That sounded really wrong. Just put the ears in first. Then the ears are soft enough, you can kind of just wedge it in there and close it up. And there's Grogu sitting inside. For articulation on this IG-12, there is nothing at the head but a rotation. These things, these little eye pieces, can move wherever direction you want them to go. The shoulder does have a rotation, but on this one, on this side specifically, on the right side, it is stuck. I cannot get it to move, but it can move on the right side, or yeah, the left side. Jesus Christ. There is a ball joint right here, so his arm can go out. You have you can rotate it at that ball joint as well. Hinge at the elbow, goes a little bit past 90, can also rotate there. You got a wrist rotation, and it can also flare out if you want to hold anything. And then the waist can rotate. Ball joint at the hip kicks forward that much, kicks back that much, can go out only to that much. Does he have a eye? Oh, he has a rotation at the knee, and then the knee can bend to a little bit past 90, and these hoses do get out the way. Ankle can hinge forward, hinge back, can rotate that as well, and a slight ankle pivot, but it kind of just springs back into place, so not really much range there. So for a droid that you're not really going to be having. You're not going to have him in dynamic poses. He moves pretty well. Measuring Ig12 to see how tall he is, he stands at roughly 7 inches or 7.25 inches tall. And I think that puts him at a good height next to Mando and Greef Karga. This is what I want to see though. Hasbro, come on, get on this. Make an IG-88. I have the rest of the bounty hunters. Come on now. Make a new IG-88. This will look so good as a display. Now, getting into a bit of a rant here. This is marked in the $34 price range as a deluxe. You're telling me that this IG-12 cost as much as this Droideka. This Droideka is also $34 and has way more plastic than this IG-12. And it also is in the same price range as Black Chrysanthemum, which is a chunky figure. Alright, doesn't come with much, but he makes up for that in bulk. Right? And then this Boba Fett, which is a shorter figure, right? He's not big or tall or anything, but he came with a ton of accessories, which made him worth that $34 price point. This IG-12 came with this Grogu and these two fucks. This very easily could have, if you just didn't include these and just included the Grogu, this very easily just could have been a $24.99 figure. $26.99, however, how much Star Wars Black Series figures are. It's more in line with these guys, these faux deluxe figures. And the excuse they gave for Saw Gerrera is that he was a new sculpt. Even though, so was Ki-Adi-Mundi, and other figures were a new sculpt. And he's not even taller. He's only taller than Cobb Vanth from his hair. Just because he's a new sculpt and just wider, a little bit wider, doesn't mean he's worth the deluxe price point. Now, Cobb Vanth, they said because he had extra paint apps. He has less paint apps than the newer Mandalorian with the fabric cape. Alright, I don't have that figure, so I can't show you it. But he has less paint apps than that figure. Alright. They're good figures, but they're not, I just dropped this helmet, they're not worth $34. Saying is that this easily could have been the 26. This easily could have been the same price as this Ki-Adi-Mundi. Alright. The same price as this Ki-Adi-Mundi figure. He should not have been, I just knocked him over. He should not have been $34. I really hope they don't make IG-11 or IG-88 $34. Unless they came like the proper amount of guns and like accessories for them, then maybe. So overall, I may have ranted a bit there, but I do really enjoy this figure. It's really, really good. I mean, it doesn't have that good of articulation, but for this, I'm not really gonna have him in dynamic poses. This is like the most dynamic pose I'm probably ever going to put him in, but it's a really good figure. I wanted an IG-11 or IG-12 for my display, and now I have this IG-12. Now I'm waiting for IG-11. Come on, Hasbro, and IG-88. Mainly IG-88, so I can complete those bounty hunters. But this is a really nice figure. I do not think it's worth $34. So if it's still in stock in places, I would recommend you wait for it to go on sale. Unless you really, really want it now, then yeah, you can go ahead and buy it. But overall, I'm gonna have to give this figure a solid 8 out of 10. Anyway, that's it for this review. I'll see you next time. Bye.